Hey everyone, Tuck Tuck here, and a new Jurassic World movie is coming out next month. But not only that, Jurassic World just turned 10 this year, and Jurassic World sucks. Yeah, I know, pretty stark for me to say, just come out right off the gate, but Jurassic World's the worst Jurassic movie. It's just straight up. But I do have some reasonings for it, so please don't turn off the video just yet and leave hate comments. Wait till after the video before you can trash me on my hot take. But I want to go over really some good things first. Before I talk to you about all the things I dislike about Jurassic World, I want to tell you the things I liked about Jurassic World. And one big thing to get out of the way, when I say it is the worst Jurassic movie, that is no way meaning it's a bad movie. Not in the slightest. On the contrary, actually, I really prefer Jurassic World. It's a fun movie. But it's just the worst Jurassic movie. It's very much watchable. If I were to put in like a tier list or so, there would never be a movie that goes below like a B tier. Like there will never be a bad movie. There would just be like the only worst a Jurassic movie could get is just a little close to perfect. That's the lowest they can be. Like they really need to make a bad movie for it to be, in my opinion, below like a B tier, or let alone just a movie that I say, I cannot watch this. Every Jurassic movie I'm able to watch, especially Dominion, the best Jurassic World movie. Now that you hate me because I said Jurassic World Dominion is the best Jurassic World movie and Jurassic World's the worst, hey, my opinions could change. Jurassic World Rebirth hasn't come out yet. I could easily hate it more. But with that out of the way, I want to tell you my reasonings why I hate Jurassic World. And hate's a strong word to say, yeah, but, you know, in this YouTube landscape, just saying things that mildly annoy me doesn't cut it anymore. But they mildly annoy me. But I don't want to just say all the negatives first. Let's get to those positives. The first positive I have for Jurassic World is there's a full functioning park. And not just that, it's a better park layout than Jurassic Park. Yeah, as you can see from this map, Jurassic World is a better park layout than Jurassic Park. For starters, Jurassic Park, you just could see dinosaurs. As you remember from Jurassic Park, the only dinosaurs they actually saw wasn't necessarily on the tour. It was when they first got into Jurassic Park. The actual dinos on the tour, you might see it on a good day. Because the T-Rex breakout scene is the perfect example why Jurassic Park was going to be terrible for actually trying to see an animal. Because the T-Rex wouldn't come to you unless it's getting fed. Jurassic World, on the other hand, you could actually walk into, you're protected, but you could go into the exhibit. It's more like a zoo of sorts. Which Jurassic World, I will say, thought of it pretty good. Because without that, then the original Jurassic Park would just have it be you see dinosaurs on a Jeep surrounded by fences. So your view is so obstructed that the only way you could actually see a bunch of these dinosaurs is if they decided to break out. So Jurassic World had the better planning to actually make a good theme park that I gotta give it kudos for. You know? Good job, Jurassic World. Jurassic Park didn't think that way. And my next pro is Jurassic World could have been a lot worse. I've said I hated the movie, even though I more or less have irritation with it and just mildly dislike it. I will say it is the best of all the ideas they had. Originally, from the old Jurassic Park 4 scripts of no park, but military person coming to Isla Nublar to try to retract all the embryos that Dennis Nedry left behind. Kind of like the plot to the Jurassic Park game. But they were going to have militarized dinosaurs, which, even though cool, let's think realistically, why would they? And then the dino-human hybrids. Yeah, I'll get to my thoughts on the hybrids. That would have actually ruined the Jurassic franchise for me. If they were just going to have dino-human hybrids. Look at them. They look like monsters. Oh wait, no, they are monsters. You cannot convince me they're natural. They're beasts. Ferocious beasts that don't belong on God's green earth. And when the actual Jurassic World script was being made, so we got the full functioning park, but it was still called Jurassic Park 4. Screw the Indominus Rex. They were just going to invent a new dinosaur and call it the Malleosaurus. Look at it. These are some concept art I have of the Malleosaurus. It doesn't look that natural. Besides this one that looks a little like a concavinator, but you know, this is more the main design for the Malleosaurus. This design's not good. Like, it's too flashy. And after that, I don't know if it was going to act any different than the Indominus Rex. So, in other words, this dinosaur, which keep in mind, the whole point of the Jurassic movies were trying to like show off dinosaurs in a more like realistic way. So the dinosaurs are just like normal animals. They don't go on killing sprees if you don't agitate them while they agitate you, just like a normal animal. Except this one, I guess. This made-up dinosaur will go on a killing spree for fun. Natural, who cares? What's that stuff? We want to see dinosaur killing people, and that's bad. That's not Jurassic. So, thankfully, they saw, hey, maybe let's not invent a dinosaur. We've already been doing that with all the dinosaurs. Did you know the Velociraptor wasn't supposed to be a Velociraptor? It wasn't supposed to be. Its original design from the novel was based off of Deinonychus. The author Michael Crichton just said, Deinonychus doesn't sound scary enough. So he took a Deinonychus model, called it Velociraptor. Steven Spielberg is like, yeah, that's cool. They're not scary enough. Make them bigger. And I think it was like a month before Jurassic Park came out, a new dinosaur was discovered, the Utah Raptor. And wouldn't you believe it, it was close to the same size as the raptors in Jurassic Park. And so they're like, well, if this isn't real, it's a Utah Raptor. Doesn't change the fact, but this should tell you Jurassic Park was pseudo making up dinosaurs from the beginning, but this is like an actual made up dinosaur, and that would have really taken me out. Like, you know, don't make up dinosaurs. And the very last thing that could have ruined the movie was the original ending where the Indominus Rex fought an animatronic T-Rex. A lot of people think this ending was cut because it was like a metaphor. They thought it was a metaphor saying that CG was better than animatronic, so the CG dinosaur took down the animatronic. I look at it as, why do you need an animatronic T-Rex as an attraction at a zoo-like place? That would be like if I go to a zoo and then they have an animatronic lion. Why? If I can just go see the real lion. So why is there even an animatronic T-Rex? And with that in mind, that is the end of my pros. So now, sadly, I have to get into my cons on why I think Jurassic World is the worst Jurassic movie. And now I begin my con, sadly. My first con is there's just too much technology in Jurassic World, man. Gyrospheres, holograms. Why is all this stuff needed for an amusement park like this? It's just a zoo. I don't know why they need gyrospheres. Nostalgia critics said it best. At what point do you think guests wouldn't be like, I control this, there's no set path, I'm going to mess around with it. It doesn't matter how much it costs to get in Jurassic World. I'm going to mess around the gyrospheres. I'm going to see the dinosaurs I want, and I want to mess around with them. So, bad design, because I don't know why the gyrospheres were even that important. I think it would have been better to have, like, Jeep tour. It's like in Jurassic World Evolution. They had, like, these pseudo, like, safari tour trucks. Those, in my opinion, would just be a better option altogether, because it's not the people controlling them, and more people can look at it than just two. And just two people in a gyrosphere, like, that's already not the best option, because you're going to have a lot of people in Jurassic World. Why have attractions only two people can get in? That's not making a lot of money. And also, what if a dinosaur attacks the gyrosphere? Ankylosaurs were attacking the gyrosphere in Jurassic World, and random people don't know how to solve the issue, so that's more of a liability case. So to me, the gyrospheres were just a problem to begin with. Great for the plot, but if it's just good for the plot, then I don't know how good it can be for the movie. Or not just for the movie, but like real life and such. My second con, hybrid dinosaurs. Now, I did say I preferred the option they went with instead of the made up Mallosaurus, but the Indominus Rex is not the best option for a hybrid dinosaur. It's not. Look at it. Now, I know the Indominus Rex, and if you're a kid, like, yeah, we can tell it's like, what is it a hybrid of? T-Rex and Velociraptor. Yeah, I know. But also, Allosaurus canonically, this is the first appearance of Carcharodontosaurus, I think Giganotosaurus, and it has part chameleon and cuttlefish and some type of human because it has thumbs. If not human, a type of ape, aka it's a monster. There's nothing natural about it, and it's a little sad because there's actually concept art for like an older version of the Indominus Rex called the Diablosaurus Rex, or like Diablos Rex, I think. And it really just looked like a T-Rex with a Velociraptor toe, which, yeah, on a technicality, that's just it, but like a little more could work. Indominus Rex is too much. And the worst part is a lot of the video games when Jurassic World came out and they made their own hybrids looked a lot like better ideas. Like you can get your weird freaky deaky looking designs, but they at least look like two dinosaurs mixed together. The Indominus Rex just doesn't. Especially the original hybrid that was going to be in Jurassic World with the Indominus Rex. Yeah, you may not know this. It was late in development that they cut the second hybrid, so much so that merchandise was made of it. They cut out the Stegoceratops. Yeah, I bet you don't remember that. I remember seeing toys of the Stegoceratops. It was a hybrid of a Stegosaurus and... No, not a Triceratops, a Pseudoceratops. I mean, great for expanding the variety of dinosaurs, but everywhere else it's a hybrid of Triceratops and Stegosaurus, so I don't see why they couldn't just do that. Why was it cut? Funny story. The director's kid, trust me, it gets funny. The director's kid was watching Return of the Jedi, and when the kid learned that Princess Leia was Luke's sister, his kid told his dad, the director, saying, well, now it's not special being a Jedi if there's two Jedi. Dude, there were two Jedi in the first movie. And if you hate that, don't show them the prequels when there's more Jedis. That's, it's, I guess I could see where he's coming from, but for something like that, I don't know if it would work. I personally say it wouldn't work because the Stegoceratops is a pretty clearer hybrid. It's two dinosaurs mixed together. That's the outcome. Indominus Rex, it is not that. It's too complicated. And so for that to be the hybrid dinosaur and then have what we'd actually think a hybrid would look like, I don't think it would have worked. In my opinion, it wouldn't have worked for that reason, not because it would make the hybrid less special. No, the Indominus Rex wouldn't be less special. In my opinion, I think the Stegoceratops would be less special because the Stegoceratops is just exactly a Stegoceratops. The Indominus Rex, it could be anything, and I call that a problem. And the big problem I have with Jurassic World, I believe when this was said, and I put it in the thumbnail, that once it was said, you just sadly can't go back from it. Because that means at some point, the screenwriters thought this, and they're like, yeah, let's put this in the movie. And it felt like a cut to the heart a bit. And it's this quote.
No one's impressed by a dinosaur anymore. 20 years ago, de-extinction was right up there with magic. These days, kids look at a Stegosaurus like an elephant from the city zoo. Elephant from the city zoo.
Yeah. A Stegosaurus is seen like an elephant at the city zoo.
Elephant from the city zoo.
I don't know how. Hell, throughout the Jurassic World movie, the whole thing they were saying is that they're lowering in numbers. That's why they need to introduce a hybrid. Why? At what point would people not want to see dinosaurs? Not just want to see dinosaurs. The only place to see dinosaurs, by the way. An elephant at a zoo may be a little common to look at, but I'm not going to a secluded island to see these animals. I am for dinosaurs. This is a money-making machine. At no point should it be like, we're just losing people now. No one's interested in dinosaurs. That's a lie. People are interested in dinosaurs, especially realistic dinosaurs. And if you put it in an amusement park, perfect. Just like I said, Jurassic World is the perfect way to make a Jurassic Park. So I could understand that if Jurassic Park was losing numbers. No one can see these creatures. Jurassic World has no excuse. There's plenty of places you can see these dinosaurs. So I don't know why they would even go out of their way to say that they need to spice everything up. It's spicy enough. You brought dinosaurs back from the dead. To me, that just sounds like lazy writing. You're making it sound like, oh yeah, the dinosaurs aren't popular anymore. No, they are. Dinosaurs are always popular. The Jurassic franchise has been a goldmine for dinosaurs. It always has been. The Jurassic franchise changed people's minds on dinosaurs and also changed a lot of Hollywood's design on special effects. Originally, Jurassic Park was going to be in stop motion. Then they went to CG, and that changed everything. And it changed everything with dinosaurs too. And also toys. Yeah. Soon, toy makers wanted the Jurassic Park toys. Have you ever just seen like a random T-Rex toy that wasn't Jurassic Park based? More than likely, it was going to have the Jurassic Park T-Rex roar. Why? Because kids want the Jurassic Park toys. It was always that. The original toy line for Jurassic Park, the whole thing was if you want, you get any dinosaur toy you want, but you want the one with the JP logo on it. That's the dinosaur toy you want. So for Jurassic World to come out of the way and say, dinosaurs aren't fun. They're just not. We need to spice things up. They're no different than an elephant. No, they're not. There are certain creatures you could say that. Imagine if they had like Cenozoic animals there, like a woolly mammoth and a woolly rhino. Then I would agree, yeah. Because that is just a hairy elephant and a hairy rhino. There's nothing today that looks like a stegosaur. So to say that feels a little more like you're mocking me. It'd be like, you didn't care for dinosaurs. You want the Indominus Rex. It's like they're not talking to each other in the movie. They're talking to the audience. I'm like, dinosaurs aren't fun anymore. And at the end of the movie, it's like, I guess dinosaurs were fun the whole time. Oh, shut up. The Indominus Rex was the worst decision they could have added into the Jurassic franchise. Not because it's a hybrid, but because of the mere fact that dinosaurs aren't popular anymore. Yeah, they could easily not be if you don't do anything fun with them. Dinosaurs create awe and wonder. The Indominus Rex is a movie monster. The whole thing about the Indominus Rex, it goes on a killing spree. Stuff dinosaurs never did. I personally think the Indominus Rex was introduced and they had to get rid of the Maliosaurus to have it just be a hybrid so they could say it's not a natural creature. Isn't because they wanted dinosaur. They wanted a killing machine. That's what Jurassic World wanted. They wanted a killing machine just so when it goes on the killing spree, they could quickly say, well, it's a monster. It's not an actual dinosaur. It's just a monster. And it's like, yeah, it is a monster. And now you're trying to say all these dinosaurs are like monsters. They're not. They made a monster because apparently dinosaurs just aren't popular anymore. And because of that, Jurassic World's just the worst Jurassic movie. If you're trying to insinuate that dinosaurs aren't special anymore. There was only one Jurassic movie I believe could have even set that up. And it was Dominion. Because dinosaurs are now roaming in our worlds. And guess what? Dinosaurs were still special. Yeah. And they had dinosaur poachers. And dinosaurs were still special. These dinosaurs were being treated like just any day animals. Obviously bigger animals, but any day animals. That's what they're being treated like. So just suddenly hear, oh, dinosaurs aren't special anymore. Screw off, Jurassic World. To hear that is truly like a punch in the face and a stab to the heart. And with that in mind, I'll end today's video. Tell me, do you like Jurassic World? I hope I didn't break your heart, and I hope you don't hate me because of it. Do you dislike Jurassic World? Do you agree with my decision? Will you say, Tucker, you're wrong actually, and I'll read it. I'll think about it, and if I got something wrong, then I'll quickly write in the comments, yeah, I messed up. Why? Because it's okay to say that you've made a mistake. That's the best part about being human. I ain't no clone like Maisie Lockwood. I'm a real breathing human. I was created naturally. I didn't need to be gene spliced just to become who I am today. And with that out of the way, I'll see you next time. Tucker, out.